Hey everybody, welcome to this week's channel vlog. This week we're going to be talking about the upload schedule, flash trash, tips videos that I'm working on right now, and just kind of big general channel update type stuff. Probably a long vlog. I mean, you can see the time code. I can't yet because I'm recording it right now. Schedule first, though, and you can see it's pretty packed this week. Monday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. we have Pokemon Platinum. Tuesday and Thursday we have Hitman 2016. Friday we have the Boss Rush mode of Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. Saturday and Sunday some Crusader Kings 2. For 6 p.m. we have a bunch of stream stuff that we're uploading from last week. So on Monday we have Monster Hunter World. Tuesday and Thursday, more Crusader Kings 2. And Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Hearts of Iron 4th, a Romania playthrough that I started doing. And of course, on Sunday at 4 p.m. we'll be live streaming Crusader Kings 2 on Twitch TV, as well as live streaming whatever other random days we feel like. I'm just staring at this massive list right now of all the things I wanted to talk about. I was actually originally going to have this topic be last week's vlog. If you saw last week on my Twitter, I said that there wasn't a vlog that week due to technical issues. I was originally going to do one of those things I used to do way back in the day, where I kind of do like a big channel update once a year or so, and I just play some like Payday 2 and ramble on for an hour or something. But Payday 2 was recording like crap, so I just spent like an hour trying to fix that, and eventually I got it fixed. It was a very strange issue. I'm not entirely sure what I did that fixed it. But by then, it was dark, and I was tired, and I was hungry, and I just said, you know what, fuck it, I do not have time for a vlog right now, and now I'm seeing that there are GeForce driver updates. For fuck's sake. I'll worry about that later. First topic, flash trash. You may have noticed that YouTube recently got rid of the message system. There's no longer like an inbox messaging thing, which means that any game you've sent to Brandon before might be gone. We really want to bring Flash Trash back really soon, and you guys have been asking us to bring back Flash Trash for like 2 years? 3 years? Something like that. Last time we recorded Flash Trash, I was still living in the one-room condo in Toronto. So it's been a long-ass time. It's been a dead minimum of 2.5 years since we did any Flash Trash. And as you guys know, if you've watched Flash Trash, the whole rules of it are, I don't know the game going in. I know the name of the game and the thumbnail on it, Newgrounds. It's usually newgrounds.com, but we'll accept any website that does Flash games. And Brandon has already beaten it before, so, you know, we get to see my first reaction, and if we get really stuck, Brandon helps walk us through it, because these Flash games are usually fucking awful and really hard to beat. Like that infamous House of Horror game we did where you need to do a math puzzle to beat it, but the answer to the math puzzle is wrong, so we wouldn't know unless Brandon read the comments to the game. Anyway, my point being, if you have any games you'd like to see us do on Flash Trash, go ahead and send the link to them to either Brandon's Twitter or Brandon on Discord or something like that. Send them to Brandon, because in the past people usually send them to me and I just had to forward them to Brandon. Send them to Brandon. Go to his Twitter or go to anything. I'll like link his Twitter in the description. Go to my Discord server, it's friendly. So I've been working on a lot of tips videos recently. Earlier today, actually, I just finished editing a Mount and Blade Warband one. That's a real short one. I think it came out to under 4 minutes. Those tips videos, I like to try and keep them short so that, you know, they're really digestible. People can easily just click them and get all the things and then get out of there. I don't like wasting your time on, like, a tutorial or tips or a guide, stuff like that, because I know when I'm looking for stuff like that, I get really annoyed by videos that take forever. I'm also working on an Age of Empires 3 one and a Hearts of Iron 4 one. I have the scripts for all those finished, I have the voiceovers finished, I have all the footage recorded that I think I'll need. I just need to sit down and edit those, but the Warband one is done, so it might go up sometime this week, I'm not 100% sure. I'm also currently working on making tips for a Crusader Kings 2 one. I'm 5 tips in, I like to have 7. And I also just started a RimWorld one. I'm only 2 tips into that. I need to properly think about that. But, you know, it might take a little while, because I got to think of the tips, and that's the hardest part, is just thinking of good tips that are actually helpful to a wide range of people. I have some beginner tips and some advanced tips in these. And then I need to turn that into a proper script rather than just some bullet points. And then I need to get all the footage of that, and I record all of my own footage, so that takes a while, but the quality comes out good. I gotta edit the whole thing. Actually, I gotta do the voiceover, then I've gotta edit the whole thing, and usually during editing, I'll realize, oh, I should have gotten footage of this specific thing, so then I have to go get to that part of the game and record it, and you get the point. It can be a lengthy process, which is why sometimes there are big gaps between these tip videos, but people seem to really like them. In fact, just in the last 3 days, that Civ 6 one I did like 3 months ago just started picking up shitloads of views. I think it was 2 days ago. My analytics are updated as to 2 days ago, because YouTube analytics are always a little behind. And it went from getting like 100 views a day to getting like 1,000 a day. So it says this all from the homepage. So apparently that video started getting promoted on people's homepages. Cool with me. I'm fine with more people finding my videos. But yeah, that's fun. I want to keep doing these tip videos. I've been having a lot of fun with these tip videos, and just me being able to say, like, hey, this video got promoted. That never happens. Like, that's something that's quite new to my channel, is videos actually getting in search ranks and things getting promoted. And that kind of goes on to my next point I have written down here, which is the channel is in a weird place right now. It's doing the worst it has in years, and yet the best it ever has at the same time. When I say the worst in years, I mean my average daily Let's Play or stream recording video is probably doing the worst right now it has in like 4 years in terms of views. Like, there are times where a video comes out and it gets under 100 views on the first day. That used to be 300 to 500 views on day one, depending on the game, of course, and there have been ones that would get more than that on day one. But it's the average is much lower than it used to be, and part of that, I know people are going back to school right now, depending on what country you're in, and I have a very European fan base, so I don't necessarily know when all of you go back to school. That, and I know a lot of people are going off to college now, a lot of people have jobs now. There's a lot of little things that cause that, and it's disheartening to some degree, because I think some of the stuff I'm uploading right now is some of the best lineup of videos in terms of Let's Play stuff that I've ever done. The current Pokemon Platinum stuff is some of the funniest stuff we've ever done. In fact, I think it's going to be today's video where I called it, like, hands down the worst video on the channel or something, is the fucking funniest thing in the world. I had so much fun editing that I was actually laughing while editing, which almost never happens. In fact, the previous recording session of Platinum, me, Brandon, and What a Geek sat down. We were going to do like 3 or 4 episodes. We could only do 2 because I was laughing so hard in that second episode, I got a headache and had to stop. The Hitman 2016 stuff is the funniest shit in the world, ever since I started recording with Brandon. I did the first few levels on my own, and that was fun. But as soon as I started doing it with Brandon, watching it and in the call with me, it just got so goofy and so funny. And I've just been really happy with the quality of everything I've been recording lately. I think it's some of my best work, so it's disheartening to see that it's getting very few views. But at the same time, I can't really get too disheartened, because when I say my channel's doing the best it has in a while, man, I've never had so many hit videos as I do now. Like, there was always the random fluke ones. I've had a lot of random flukes over the years. If you sort my channel by most viewed, it's a lot of really random stuff, like part 1 of very strange games where they're not small games, but they're definitely not big. They're just big in their niches, and for whatever reason, other people didn't do Let's Plays of them, or somehow I got above them in the rankings. I guess I'm just good at tagging, maybe. But, like, the first thing people ever found me from was my Dawn of War Let's Plays, my Warhammer 40k Dawn of War Let's Plays. Don't go back and watch those now, by the way. Those have aged horrifically badly. I find them unwatchable. The audio balancing is horrible. My commentary is horrible. I don't know how people like them, but this was also, like, 6 years ago. Standards were lower back then. My standards were definitely lower back then, too, because I can't even watch those. They're so terrible. But, you know, it was always random flukes. A lot of RTSs, Age of Empires 2, Knights of Honor, that was one. My creepypasta readings. It was always kind of random stuff. Like my biggest video, it's like at 1.5 million views, is how YouTubers got paid, or how YouTubers get paid. And that video was just, I thought of it one afternoon. I think it was like somebody's income got leaked, some big YouTuber, and so everyone was talking about it. I'm like, you know, I get asked all the time, like I see comments all the time completely misunderstanding how much you get paid off advertising on YouTube. So I just thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I made like a little video? Because by that point I'd already made like a couple little tutorials showing how I do stuff that I do on my channel, and they'd get like a few hundred views just from people on my channel, and they'd just be interested in like, oh, how do you record your Let's Plays, or how do you edit this thing, or, you know, something like that. So I'd make something like that. So I literally just thought, okay, I'll make a little video like telling my viewers like, oh, this is like a rule of thumb of how much you get paid for advertising. Here's a few different ways you get paid. And I thought literally it was just gonna be like 500 views, like just my viewers were gonna watch it. And then it got picked up by a bunch of blogs, and a few people shared it on Reddit, and it got pretty big over there, and it got big in the search results. It's like 1.5 million views now. Like, that video makes so much money per month for me, which, again, is one of those things of, it doesn't actually make much money per month. It's that, compared to the rest of my channel, it makes a lot, and compared to my very low living standards, it makes a lot. It was, I think if that video didn't come out, I probably wouldn't have been able to move in with Fatima and, like, us getting an apartment together. Because when we moved into that apartment together in Mississauga, we could just barely afford it. Like, any little thing that got cut out, and we probably would have a hard time affording and have to go into debt. Of which we're in now, but that's for unrelated reasons of, you know, every few months a car or a computer has to explode and you gotta fix that so you can keep doing your job. But it was that video and Tad is what got me the money to be able to do that. And Tad is dead now, as far as anyone can tell. It doesn't work, and the money doesn't get sent out, and we have no idea what's going on with the company. But that video is still around. It picks up less views than it used to and less money than it used to, but the channel growth from it was great, even if like 0.001% of the people who subscribe from it watch anything else I do. But I still don't regret that video, because it's made such good money for something I made beginning to end in an afternoon on a lark. And that money I've put back into increasing my living standard and improving the show. And so thanks to making that video, everything else on the show is a bit better, because I've been able to afford to make it better and record way more often now that I'm not in that one-room apartment with my mother in Toronto. Rambling, very much rambling. What I'm trying to say is my channel is doing really well right now in terms of hit videos. Random tutorials and guides I do keep getting popular. Like, it's very random. I can predict it a little bit now. I'm getting better at searching keywords and figuring out like what gets searched a lot but doesn't have many people using that keyword. Like, you know, tons of people are searching for this game, but not many people are making videos on this game, so I should fill that niche. If people want to see videos on that game, then I'll make a video on that game, that kind of thing. And so I do a lot of research now into games I'm interested in that I'm knowledgeable on, and figure out, oh, is there a big lack? So I'll give you guys a tip right now. There are way more people searching for RimWorld content than there are content creators making RimWorld content. There is so much room to get in on that right now, which is why when I was sitting down thinking of, oh, what do I want to make a tip video about next, RimWorld came to mind. I'm like, oh shit, I haven't played RimWorld in forever. I fucking love that game. And then I searched the keyword, and I'm like, oh my god, like, so many people are searching RimWorld, and so few people are doing videos on this. Like, there's very little competition, and there's a huge search result. I should be making a video on this. So any small YouTubers out there right now watching, maybe consider making some RimWorld videos and, you know, tag them and title them well and everything. You might just get in there. Even if you're a really small channel and you don't get in the search result, you'll probably get in someone bigger's suggested videos, and that's how you start growing, is through little things like that. You start working your way up the ladder like that. But I've been getting a lot of random hit videos like that. Like I just said, right before I sat down to record, I realized, like, hey, I'm getting a lot of comments on that old Civ 6 tips video all of a sudden, and I check the analytics, and yeah, it's picking up views really fast. I think it picked up 3,000 in the last day or two, because like my analytics are a few days out of date, and the most recent one I have is it gaining 1,000 views in a day. Well, I checked it like 2 days ago, and it was at 15,000 views. This morning it's at 18,000 views. It just picked up 3,000 views. It picked up 15,000 views in 3 months. It just picked up 3,000 in 2 or 3 days. That means it's starting to grow really fast. The same thing happened with my Hearts of Iron 4 tutorial. It got, I think, under 1,000 views for the first month. And then all of a sudden, it is now the top result for Hearts of Iron 4 tutorial. And now it's picking up tons of views. If I check right now, Hearts of Iron, if I check right now, the view count, live while I do this video, come on YouTube, come on, is 38,000 views with 921 likes and only 15 dislikes. That is incredible, and those videos have really good viewer retention as well. In fact, I believe Hearts of Iron 4, my 2018 tutorial of that, I believe is the video for the last straight month that has gotten the most views per hour on my channel. Let me load up my channel audit real quick, and you know what? Hearts of Iron 4 tutorial, it's getting 31 views per hour right now. You know what's getting more though? 92 views per hour. 7 great tips to improve at Sid Meier's Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. That just randomly started picking up views. I don't know what it is. Sometimes you do one of these videos, and I've been doing a lot of these videos, and it's perfectly normal. It gets like the normal amount of views for my channel, so very few, and it picks up a little bit here and there through suggested videos, and then boom, a few months later, it just randomly gets promoted like crazy and gets really popular. That video is 3 months old. My tips video for Civ 6. 3 months old. Just all of a sudden went from 100 views a day to over 1,000 a day. It's getting about 100 views per hour at this exact moment. That's awesome. In fact, if I'm looking at my chart here, I'm getting 11% less views this month compared to last month and 13% less subscribers this month than last month. That's because of, what is it? That is because of, why am I blanking? That's because last month it did so well on the Hearts of Iron 4 tutorial that this month isn't doing as well because that started to trickle off in views a little bit. I'm sure that'll get a boom again whenever, they'll probably get a boom again whenever the next DLC comes out, because they're probably going to put the game on sale. Every time there's a sale, my guide videos get popular again. Like the Guild 2 guides. My guides for the Guild 2 get very popular whenever that game goes on sale, because people want to go look up how to play it. Well, every time Civ 6 goes on sale, it's probably going to get popular. In fact, if I check right now, is Civ 6 on sale, or is this total fluke? Wow, it's not even on sale right now. It's full price right now. How the fuck does that game have mixed reviews? That game's awesome. I don't know why people complain about Civ 6. I played like 700 to 800 hours of Civ 5. I was an Immortal level player, which is second highest difficulty, and I enjoy it a lot, but Civ 6 has just completely replaced Civ 5 for me. Anyway, basically what I'm saying is, like, yeah, my recent videos, Let's Play-wise, haven't been doing very well, and it is disheartening because I think that they're so good. But man, I can't get too down because these random tip videos and tutorials and stuff are getting really popular. My tutorial, my Terraria Let's Play, for some reason, is getting really popular. It's, God, if I sort by most viewed video, I think it's actually on the first page for that now. My Terraria Let's Play I just randomly did, part 1 of it. Yeah, it is like the 8th most viewed video on my whole channel now. It's at 110,000 views. Just part 1, Terraria gameplay part 1 Let's Play walkthrough, because it's a Let's Play and it's a walkthrough the whole game. It drops off views a lot once we go into multiplayer, but 1,136 likes, only 52 dislikes. That's a really good engagement. People are really happy about that video. Is that my most popular Let's Play video? No. I mean, if we want to, my most popular Let's Play video is part 1 of Knights of Honor, which is beating it by 50,000 views. And if we count it, that random fucking video I did of just Age of Empires 3 that just started with, hey, Brandon was busy, so we couldn't do Flash Trash today, so I'm doing a random match of Age of Empires 3. That's still my second most popular video on the entire channel. 221,000 views. It still gets more views. And it has less likes than the Terraria video that has exactly half the views. I got a weird-ass channel, everybody. My point being, channel's just in a weird place right now, but I'm not even that bummed about it because it's also growing the best it ever has. So, it's cool. I guess I gotta keep doing more of these tip videos. I'm having a lot of fun with them. I never want to stop doing the Let's Plays because I love the Let's Plays so much. And I do really want to ramp up the streams more. I'd love to be a Twitch partner. Just because once I'm a partner, I can stream to you guys at way higher quality. My computer, my internet is capable of streaming at a way higher quality. But if I'm not a partner, then sometimes when the website's under high load, I won't have transcoding options, which is the little wheel that lets you switch your quality options. I notice that a lot of you guys are in countries that don't have as good of internet, and I don't want to make it so you guys can't watch. So I stream at a pretty low quality. If I were a partner, which requires my average viewership over the course of 30 days to be 75 people or higher, which we've gone way past that before, but we've never held an average above that. If I could do that, then I will always have transcoding options. Then I'm going to stream in a way higher quality for you guys. And we get all kinds of little benefits and stuff. If anything, I want the partnership for the benefits you guys get more than me, because as a affiliate, I pretty much get all the benefits that help me already. Either than transcoding options, which is more so for you than anything. I think you get some more badges, which is mostly an incentive to subscribe, so I consider that a bonus for me more than you. I don't think I get paid anymore. None of the benefits that you get for partnership over affiliate actually really help the streamer more, either than the little verified check, because the verified check is good for self-promotion. But outside of that, it's mostly just stuff for you, so I think I want to make a big push towards getting partnered sometime soon. I'm not sure how we're going to go about doing that, though, because we did that before in March. I think it was March. And we did okay, but at the end of the 30 days, the average was like 60, and it needed to be 75, which was a shame. It was something like that. I would need to go back and check. Anyway, on to the next point. Part of me wants to move my Let's Plays to streaming more. And focus less on Let's Plays, more on streaming. Even maybe break my video a day streak. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe make an alternate channel where I put the streaming content on, but at the same time, I don't know, should I be cutting it down and editing it instead? Like, there's a lot of rough things I would need to work out. At the same time, this Hitman 2016 playthrough has been so much fun, and Platinum has been so much fun. I almost wonder if what I should do is stream more and dedicate the Let's Plays to stuff that's more unmissable. There's a lot of Let's Plays I've done where I think certain episodes are very skippable. You don't need to watch every episode. Whereas Hitman 2016, I feel like every episode that goes up with me and Brandon in that is so funny that it's unskippable. If that were being uploaded on a channel that I watch rather than my own channel, I wouldn't miss a single episode. And I wonder if maybe I should have my Let's Plays focus entirely on playthroughs that end up like that. And make more of my Let's Plays streams, and it's just you're in for the long haul, and have the Let's Plays be just when I find a game where every episode is unmissable. You know what I mean? That's something that I've been toying around with. Before I get into my last little bit, though, Patreon shoutouts for everybody pledging $10 and above. Gazali, Mad Librarian, Fire Biscuits, Zandak, Taco Man, Play Bogart, Night Fury 15, The Jedstar, Jetstream, Conk Donk, Sophia Orr, Killrain, Wolf20KO, One Safi Siren, Shauna, Tim, Curran Keta, Lemonhead, Morgan, Disastra, Josh Brown, Emmeth, Thy Lord Castile, Annoying Wizard, and The Dawes, thank you so much for your continued support. And speaking of support, I noticed a lot of you guys recently have been really picking up on using my Amazon affiliate links. I really appreciate that, because now that I finally have a fucking bank account, yeah, I'm 25, nearly 26, just now got a bank account. In fact, I think I have like 4 bank accounts with different banks that like either my mom made for me in high school or that I made and never fucking used. I like make it to deposit one check, take all the money back out, and then leave. Now that I have an actual bank account I'm going to use, and by I'm going to use, I mean Fatima's going to use, because we just got a joint bank account so that she can deposit my checks into her account, because I don't want to touch that shit. I just use PayPal. Fuck all that shit. You guys have been using the Amazon affiliate links a lot, and I really appreciate that, because it's just, you buy something the normal way you would on Amazon, and then I get commission because I linked you to the website. Those come in as checks, and we can now put those in the joint banking account. And that actually makes me a good chunk of money every month. That doesn't cost you anything extra. So I actually really like that, because it's kind of like TAD kind of thing, where it doesn't cost you anything that you... In fact, with Amazon, it doesn't even cost you money or time. It doesn't cost you anything, literally. It's just you click the link and then you buy whatever you were already going to buy on Amazon. All I need to know, though, is if anybody in the chat for this video, comments for this video, if any of you want to use the Canadian link, tell me in the comments, and I will remake my Canadian account, because I've had to remake my Canadian account a few times, because if no one uses it for like 3 months, they just disable it, because they assume it's inactive. No one ever uses the Canadian one, so if anyone wants to use the Canadian one, let me know, and I will go remake the account and make sure the link is up to date, and then send it to you. Just to make sure that it is up to date, because I don't want you guys going to go use that link and then the link's invalid or something, because it wouldn't even tell you if it's invalid if you go to it, I think. But the UK one and the US one definitely still work. On to the last part, there was a period of time very recently where I was feeling really fucking burnt out on doing Let's Plays. And I think it's because I was doing so many solo Let's Plays. And I was just having a really hard time finding motivation to record. Even if I was having fun in the recordings, I felt like I was constantly looking at the timer and just waiting for it to hit that point where I could hit the stop record button. And I hate when that happens, because I'm never going to come out with as good of videos when that happens. And, you know, it is my job, so there are going to be days where it feels like a job more than it feels like fun. That's natural. But I was getting really, really burnt out. And I think it's because I was doing so much solo stuff. This was largely when Brandon was in basic training for those 3 months, because he obviously couldn't record at all while he's in basic training with the military. They keep you very, very busy. Now he has way more free time because he's moved to Air Force, and he actually has quite a bit of time off. He's got really great fiber optic internet with a military discount. He's got an amazing laptop, a gaming laptop, because you get paid quite well in the Air Force. So that's why he's been able to do so much stuff on the show again so abruptly, is he has his own room, he can bring his own recording software and all of that stuff, and he has a very healthy income and military discounts on stuff now. And now I've been just recording everything with my friends again. It means that it can be very hard to get people together to record, because, you know, schedules don't always line up. You know, it's especially harder now to get Brandon and What a Geek schedules to line up, because Brandon has a roommate now. I think he's moving base again soon, so he might not after that. But he's got a roommate who's usually there at night, but at night's usually when What a Geek's free, so it kind of depends on a few things. But for the most part, like, I've been recording with friends a lot recently, and it's been making it a lot more fun. Like, I really look forward to recordings. I've been really enjoying recording Factorio with Truth. We immediately lose track of time every time we record. We record like 2.5 to 3 hours every session we play that, and it feels like we were recording for 1 hour. Because we have so much fun just goofing off and playing Factorio and fucking up and stuff, and I don't know. It's just been really... It's been a really good motivator for me focusing back on multiplayer Let's Plays. And when I think about it, when I think about the Let's Play shows that I enjoy watching the most, they're all multiplayer ones. Not that I don't enjoy watching solo Let's Plays, I do watch those. But, like, my favorite Let's Play channel is Super Beard Bros, and that's entirely, not necessarily multiplayer, but it's entirely co-commentary. That's my big thing. I really like co-commentary, having a co-commentator with me who's watching it live. Thanks to Parsec, that's easier now than it's ever been, because they've got the most up-to-date video feed they ever have, and I can send them the game audio without sending them their own voice very easily through my fancy audio setup with Banana Meter. Voice Meter Banana is what it's called. Free software, very good. So, I just wanted to say, like, it's really interesting that I'm having the most fun now I have recording Let's Plays in a while. because I'm doing so much multiplayer stuff, but it also means it's very difficult to find time to record because it doesn't just require me being free, which I had motivation issues, but I could sit down and be alone to record every single day. You know, I work from home. This is my job. I do YouTube, and then I do some freelance video editing for other YouTubers. That's my job. All I do is YouTube. And Twitch, of course. What I mean is all I do is YouTube and YouTube-based shows and their extended universe of Twitch. So it's harder to get recordings done now because of schedules not meeting up, but it is also way easier to record in terms of having fun because I feel way more motivated. Whenever I sit down and schedule some recordings with friends, I get really excited now. I get really excited when we were recording Outbreak File 1 and File 2, I would get really fun. English is hard. I would get really excited knowing like, oh man, this Sunday, me, Malaria, and Bogart, we're gonna play some more levels. I love that game. And I'm sure we're gonna still record more because we did the boss rush mode. That goes up on Friday. That's the most recent episode we've recorded. And we still want to go back and record some alternate endings to other stages. So I'm sure we're gonna record it 1 or 2 more times. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to the next time me, Brandon WandaGeek, can get free for some more Platinum, because that's been so much fucking fun. I'm looking forward to when Brandon's free again, because we've been recording Hitman Blood Money to go up after Hitman 2016. Because we already recorded 5 episodes of Blood Money, and I used to be obsessed with Blood Money in high school. And so, like, I beat the whole game on Pro. In fact, this whole playthrough's on Pro, and I've got some really unique, fun kills to show you. The episodes are really short because I know what I'm doing, so I get them done pretty fast. But I get to show you guys some really wacky kills that I came up with over the years that are really fun. So, I don't know. All I have to say, I guess, is I've got some really fun content on the way. If you haven't checked out the recent playthroughs, just because there's so many episodes in, and, you know, you only have so much time in the day. You don't want to go back and see every little, and have to watch every little thing. You don't have time for that shit. Today's Platinum video, the one that says, like, the worst video in this entire series, or whatever it's called, click that. You'll know within 3 minutes if it's the series for you. Click on whatever one of my, I think it might be episode 9 of Hitman 2016, where it's, I think the episode's called Bangkok. Click that. It's a really funny episode if you want to see if you'd be into that series. And keep an eye out for the tips and tricks videos. Let me know games you would like to see me do tips on, because sometimes there's games that I just have an infinite amount of advice for that I've played for years and studied for years, but it just hasn't come to mind to do tips on it. Let me know. Like, I did one on the Guild 2. I did all these guide videos on the Guild 2, and it took me months to realize, hey, wait a minute, why don't I do one on the Guild 2? Of course I know enough fucking tips about the Guild 2. How many people, like, 10,000 people have subscribed to me out of the Guild 2. Of course I can make a tips video on the Guild 2. And it took me months to think of that. To think, oh, maybe that's a game I should do it on. So just throw suggestions at me in the comment section, because you might say one where I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, how didn't I think of that one before? I could write fucking 50 tips on that right now. In fact, I do have one tips video that I'm working on that I've been working on for like half a year, because you know how I like to do 7 great tips to improve at blank. I have what I'm doing I have what I'm doing of Rise of Nations, really great RTS. I think I'm up to 33 tips. In most games, I'm really struggling to do 7, because I'm like, okay, I really want to make sure, like, there's got to be stuff in there that even pro players really need to know. There's got to be stuff that intermediate players need to know. There's got to be 1 or 2 tips for absolute beginners. Like, it's got to be, this video's got to be useful for anyone learning to get better at this game. So I got to be, like, really choosy with my tips and write it really well. But I also don't want to go on forever, because I don't want the video to be super long. I love having a tips video 5 or less minutes if possible, at least under 10 minutes. So it's really quick and digestible, and you can get that info fast. I love that. That Rise of Nations one is gonna be like a fucking half an hour. It's gonna take me a year to make that fucking thing, to get all the footage and turn it into a full script. Oh my god. I just never run out of tips. That game is so fucking chocked full of weird little mechanics that even pro players don't know. Like, it's like Crusader Kings 2. You could have 1,000 hours. You can get 10 people with 1,000 hours each in a room and all do a playthrough together. And every 3 hours, at least 3 of them will be like, never seen that happen before. What the fuck is that? And one of the other guys will bring up an obscure rule. It's why having the live chat has made the Crusader Kings 2 Sheik of Mecha playthrough way better than the Asterius one, because no matter what wacky shit happens, I've got like 50 people watching, at least one of them knows why it happened, and can explain it to me, and we all learn from it. I have learned so much in that playthrough. I have so many people telling me in the comments they've learned so much from that playthrough. Just had someone tell me yesterday, they said like, this is the first playthrough I've ever seen as a Muslim ruler in this game that actually teaches me how I should be playing as a Muslim ruler. Which is awesome, because we're the most powerful country in that whole game right now, so clearly we've done something right. I've rambled on for probably way too long. I've recorded for 36 minutes, I plan to go for 20. I'm gonna go, edit this video, get it up, and then I need to have my workout for the day, because I've been getting really into working out every day, and I'm feeling fucking awesome for working out every day. It feels great. I'm the healthiest right now that I have been in a really, really long time, which is awesome. And my weight loss has stagnated for a good reason, according to my scale, which also tells me like my body fat ratio. My weight has stagnated at 153 pounds, but that is because I keep losing fat and gaining muscle. That is fucking awesome. Thank you everybody so much for watching this long-ass rambly video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave me all kinds of comments. I love reading them. And until next time, have a nice day.